Hello. I'm a bit late on coming on. It is Saturday and I'm going with my flow today. So not I wasn't up bright and early, which was odd for me. It was a weekend where I got to take a little bit of time and just get up and go with more of a flow energy. And that's really my hair. That's really what I want to start getting into, is more of a flow energy. And I want to talk about that today, and with how that reflects to the astrology and watching the astrology. So hello, my name is that's my husband in the background. Hello, my name is Mary June Tracy. I'm a psychic medium, spiritual love of life coach, and I'm here to bring you the 411 of the Cosmic Highway to you all. And this is something that I do every day, try to do every day. And the Mercury has moved into Aries. So what do we have in Aries? So there's a lot of fire that's happening in Aries, a lot of energy. So we have the moon, or the sun, it's exalted. We have Venus, we have Chiron, we have Aries, and now we have Mercury. So Mercury's come out of the water, jumped into the fire, and it's feeling exuberant and feeling that exuberant energy. And that exuberant energy is coming out, it's being blasted. So here we have this exuberant energy that's coming out. We have Mars coming into I think 19 degrees at the end of coming to the end of Gemini. He's still going to be 19. He's 18 degrees. Okay, I was a degree off, so that's not bad. Let me bring up the share of what I am looking at. This is right now, so in real time. So morning, it's Candace. Hello, Candace. Welcome. Thank you for being on my YouTube channel. That is such a blessing. Thank you so much. So I'm going to be talking about how this energy is reflecting in feelings, and how we might be feeling like we have to do things now, like feeling it's instantaneous, like there we go. So if you're able to see this, I'm hoping you can on your screen. So we have this energy right here. So here's the chart. Here we got Aries. Here is the sun. Here's Chiron. It shows Mercury at 29 degrees. He will be going in. Let's just bring up an hour as he goes in. Should be coming in today. Anyways, that's 5:07. Let's go back in the hours. There we go. So back to now. So here we go. And he's going to be coming in. So it's at 29 degrees. Now, if you've been following me for some time, you know anything at 29 degrees, it brings in a lot of energy. And this is 29 degrees Pisces. So it brings in a lot of illusions, brings in a lot of energy that feels sort of fantasy. You might not be able to be thinking straight. And unfortunately, we kind of saw that with the DC attack. And people lashing out in some ways because there's a feeling, I'm going to stop the share here. There's a feeling of missing out. There's this feeling of FOMO, I have to, in the moment, I have to get this, I have to have it. But here it is that your intuition isn't loud. Your intuition is this quiet energy that comes in. If it's loud and saying that you have to do it now, we know it's the ego. It is hyper accelerated. It is really getting you to say this is what you need to be doing. It has to be done now. And here we want to come in and start listening to the truth of our intuition, because with this energy and with the sun in Aries and the moon has gone into Capricorn, it's going to be coming up to the 3/4 square. And the 3/4 square in Capricorn and in Aries, that brings in, let us bring in some stability. Pluto's there. Now, Pluto is is not moving. He's not retrograde, but he's going to be at the same degree for the next 2 weeks. So he's going to be sitting there. So he's kind of sort of sitting there. I got him sitting on his throne, not doing too much. And he's going to start going into a retrograde or on the new moon. We're going to start feeling it. It's going to be on the full moon that he will be going retrograde. So this energy is a very forward energy. It is an energy of getting us to put into action what is our true intuition saying. And there is with that, I got the Knight of Cups coming in my head. So the Knight of Cups is coming in and he's very emotional. He's full of love. He's all of this emotion and he wants to feel everything. And there is, we're on an Easter weekend. So there's a sense of family celebration, wanting to get together, wanting to get out, that celebration is coming in. Yet this morning I pulled out the Four of Cups. In through it all, it might be feeling like here it is, the opportunity for us, yet we're not really paying attention fully to the opportunity. And we're not paying attention because we're so focused that, oh my God, I got to focus over here because I just might miss out and everything in my life. And it's so it's eccentric. It's like this energy is just like blowing up. And being blown up can really cause, so much coming forth and so much coming in us. So here we got to come back. We got to come back and we got to sit and we got to sort of say, is that if this is blowing up in my face, if this is really saying, oh, you got to do this now, that's where you got to question. Of course, here we come. North Node Gemini. Are we questioning? Mars has gone into 18 degrees of Gemini. This is a forward energy, right? So we're going into this forward energy. And as he's doing this, it's like, okay, is this really what I need to do? I need to question a little bit more. I need to look at things a little bit more deeply. And can I just sort of do one thing or do one act at a time? That's where you're going to find more quantum leaps, shall we say, happen in your life than if you're just freaking out over everything and having those freakouts. Because those freakouts really, gotta love my family in the background. Gotta love, because here the Page of Cups comes in. So of course there's some, a lot new energy. There's a lot of newness or renewal. Something coming up to fruition. Something coming up to newness. So we gotta listen to it. I gotta close my door because my family gets really loud. Hang on. I thought it was closed. Thought it was closed, but it wasn't. So this is where, with this 3/4 square, we're coming into that energy of saying, okay, what is coming to a closure because we're coming into that new moon? What are we finalizing, or from the last new moon to this new moon, or even from the full moon? So when we had that full moon, what are we finalizing right now from that Libra full moon? What was it that we were balancing out or trying to look at for a balance? And here we're coming into this Capricorn energy, and it's asking us, what is that we need to halt on and not be so hot-headed on it or be overly structured on it? What is it that we need to bring in? Because fire, passion, I mean, a lot of times they don't think before they act. They just act. They're just going to do it. Give them a project. It's like, okay, why are we waiting? Let's get it done, right? That's very much fire energy, and especially Aries energy. Let's get it done. Forward motion. We're going to get it done. Here we come with the moon in Capricorn saying, okay, but we got to, and he's not happy there either. Okay. So he's in his fall position because across the street is his home, right? He wants to be in Cancer. He's in fall. He's like, oh man, but you got to do some work here. You can't do it all. And it might be overly frustrated. And here's the sun just like, yeah, but we got to do it. Just like, and it's trining over. There's a trine there too. So with the moon. So the moon is trining over to Uranus in Taurus. So there's this trine that's happening that's saying, you know what, maybe there's a new way of looking at things. Maybe there's something different instead of trying to push it the old way. instead of trying to think that this is the way it has to go. And Uranus is like looking and saying, hey, look at, there's other ways to create the conversation within your relationships. There are different ways. This isn't a time to go out and throw the baby out with the bathwater. This isn't the time to do, like, there's never a time to do that. This is a time to say, okay, why am I reacting so vigilantly, and why am I acting in such a way that is so aggressive? And how can I step back from that so I'm not jumping in and throttling someone's throat? That's what I got. It's I'm reaching across. It's like, no, because that's the ego coming in. That's the ego. And this is where we have to really take some time, because there, overthinking everything, that overthinking. Oh my God, what's going to happen? I'm up in the middle of the night. I can't really focus on what I need to focus on. There's too much going on. I didn't get this. I didn't get that. Oh my, all of that. Okay, let's come back in. I know there is such beauty that is there. There is such enlightenment that is there, that's going to allow ourselves to shine forward, because we've gone through hell and back again. Venus right now is in the underground. How ironic that this is the day that Jesus goes to hell, and he goes and grabs the keys from the bowels of hell, and he goes through those 7 gates. So each key that he gets, he has to open a door and go through. Like, he just doesn't grab them and leave. Each key that he goes through, he has to walk through this. Now, Ananas did this, and she's a Babylonian goddess. And Ananas went to the 7 levels of hell and opened those gates up. For her king, for her husband. Of course, this is saying here, look at, I'm opening this up so that you are able to have a better life. So you are able to walk in a better light. And that's what he's doing. Venus is down there. She's being stripped down, her ego being stripped, everything being stripped. And that's the same way with today. So he's down there into the bowels of hell, coming through and opening those gates. So it's a symbolism of opening up. What are those gates that need to be opened up with us? What is that over ramping energy that we are having that is saying that, no, I got to do it now, that is bringing in the anxiety and the stress and the overwhelmness that we're feeling? Because with Mercury, as he's tipping into Aries and as he's going in there, we're going to feel this like burst of energy. And someone was saying, usually with Aries and Capricorn moon and Aries sun, there's solar flares. So having solar flares coming out, so you might find, and it's weird because when I was listening to David talk about that today, and I was like, oh my God, my TV, as I was doing my mantras and stuff this morning, my TV kept flickering in and out, and I'm just like, oh my God, what's going on? And yes, it was solar flares. So there were solar flares that were happening, and solar flares do disrupt the internet. They do electromagnetic energies. They disrupt things. So things get disrupted. And this is where, a lot of times people are going at high speed. They want to get things done. We want to go forward. We're tired of sitting here. We don't want to be locked down anymore. We're rising up. We're frustrated. We're overwhelmed. And this is where you can find. So, anybody out there driving, if you're going for a drive or something, just be cautious, just saying, because there are a lot of, over anxious people. There's a lot of people that have the fear of missing out, that FOMO energy is coming in. And they just want, oh my God, I got to get to that place, because if I don't get to it at this time, I'm going to miss out on this, and I'm going to miss out. And it's like, no, come back in, grab your tea, grab your coffee, come back into this energy and allow ourselves to just nestle in so that we're not feeling that overwhelming of stress, that we start to allow ourselves to come in to ground, right? Because each doorway that we go through, even throughout our own life, Whether you're practicing a spiritual practice or not practicing a spiritual practice, there are still gates we go through. There are still things that we have to do. There are still burdens that have to be overcome and obstacles that we have to work through. This is all part about living in this third dimension. You can rise all the way up to the fucking 10th dimension, but you still have chosen to be here on earth. You have still chosen to be in this third dimension. You've still chosen to work here. Doesn't matter if you reach the 4th, the 5th, the 10th, the 11th, whatever the fuck you reach, you got to be here. And to be here, you got to listen to that quiet voice, to that truth of the intuition. And breathe and take a sip. Come into that ritual. Come into that sanctuary. It's important. It is important for this weekend. It is important for the energies going forth. So as we get into next week, we are going towards a new moon in Aries. And that new moon in Aries is going to be a huge activation, another activation for us, for movement. That is going to have like 6+ energies in Aries. So there's going to be a lot of fire activation that's going to be happening. And with that fire activation coming up this week, we are going to be feeling a lot of rumbling. There's going to be a lot of energy that's going to come in, and that feeling of I got to do it now is going to come in. And we got to be careful, and we got to watch how it all unfolds for us. So my loves, I'm going to be at Blessed Circle today. And if you are wanting to join me, you can come down to Blessed Circle. It's here in Calgary at 224 13th Avenue Southwest. And come on in, come on down and have a cup of tea with us. You know, you don't have to come in and get anything, although we would love you to buy, definitely, because that's what keeps the roof over our heads, or book a reading. But if you just want to come in and have a cup of tea and chat, please come on in. There's lots. We have 2 lovely cats that love to be petted and acknowledged. So come on down and see us. So definitely do that. And if anybody is wanting a tarot horoscope, so if you're wanting a tarot horoscope for the month of April, definitely you can book that in. They're $40, and it's a horoscope just for you for the month of April. And you get a tarot reading along with it. So if you are wanting to book that, if you're wanting to get one, let me know and I'll get that out for you today. Because I think I have time today to do it because I don't have any bookings down at the store. But if I do, then you'll get it tomorrow. So today or tomorrow, to let you know about some of the energies that are coming in for you for the month of April. April is dynamic. There's a lot of energies that are coming in there. After the moon goes into Taurus, and with that Taurus energy, and it bumps into, and it's exalted. So here we go. He wants to be exalted. He's feeling good. And Uranus is there. So he bumps into Uranus, and Uranus gets things riled up. And then after that, a couple of days later, boom, he squares off with Saturn. So we have this, a lot of this energy that's going to come in saying, what are you doing? Are you doing the right thing? Do you have everything in place? And that too can bring in a lot of overwhelmness with it also. So if you're wanting your tarot horoscope, let me know. What else is going on? Oh, we got the fairy workshop coming up this weekend. Oh my God, I cannot wait. It is a 15-week workshop. I'm quite excited to work with the fairies and get back into my Fae shamanism. It is a Fae shamanism course. I am a Fae shaman. And working with the fairy energies. And the fairy energies is about a connection with the goddess and bringing in that connection with the goddess and the god and the goddess within you. And that's what the fairies want to do, because they bring you into the earth. They bring you into this energy of earth to say, hey, you're here, you got to work here. But as you work here, we can help you to feel that exaltation, to feel those other dimensions along with your earth walk. So it is bringing a beautiful balance. So if you are wanting definitely to work with the Fae and learn more about working with the Fae, let me know, and we'll get you registered. I'm starting the messenger group on Monday. We also have the Angel Alchemy course, man. And we're this time, if you've taken the Angel Alchemy course, I'm going to throw out a deal for you guys. So if you've taken the Angel Alchemy course and built your river rock, and if you want to come in and take this again with me, let me know, and I'll because it's $444. So I will crack a deal for you so you can bring it in, and because we're going to do the female archangels. Now, if you've done the female archangels, the same thing. We're adding on with the 16 cardinal archangels. So if you've taken those courses with me before, definitely let me know. This would be a great, emergence of the two energies coming together. So, and working with the energies and building a really beautiful medicine wheel for yourself. And it is a magical wheel for bringing in prosperity, abundance, health. If you're working on health, this is a huge health year for many people on working on your health. And also on putting together and creating more of that abundance for yourself. So let me pull out an angel card for us. Beautiful. So we got the angel of action. So yes, it is a time to do forward motion. It is a time to do it. Take action towards your destiny. Take those steps towards your destiny. Cross your T's, dot your I's. Do this as you are doing it. Don't get yourself overwhelmed with it, because we also have, so we got take charge. So there's a lot of energy coming in. Take charge, take action. Let's pull up another card. What else are they saying? With discernment. My favorite word. Follow your intuition. So you got to do this with discernment. So taking the action and taking charge with what you are wanting to activate, do, change, whatever it is. Make sure that you do it with discernment, listening to your intuition as you take the action and the leadership. So taking charge means self-discipline, right? So when you're doing something, there is self-discipline. Doesn't mean like you go out there like a wild Willie E. Coyote and be a jerk about things and try and blow up the Roadrunner, because that never worked for him. So bringing in that transformation and changes that you want to bring in. So beautiful, guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of my morning, everybody. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And share this out, please, because my goal is to have over 1,000 people on my YouTube. This is my year of really promoting, of getting the word out, bringing in peace, bringing in love into the world. That is my goal. That is what I want to do. That is what my classes are all about. My readings are all about. And bringing you to be able to walk upon your earth walk with more passion, more joy, more scrumptiousness within you. So like, subscribe, share, and have a fabulous Easter Saturday today. And may the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless each and every one of you in all that you say and all that you be and all that you do. Blessed be everybody. Have a great one, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.